we're going to have Brett Crowther going to go against Alex Vasquez jumping. And like I said, we're also on Colorado Preps TV. Check the video out. You don't have to look at me. Going to be controlled by the Melineers. Give it to, I got to get everybody used to everybody here. That's going to be Montanez, going to be put up by Casillas. Miss, rebounded by Caldon. Kicks it on over to Rodriguez in the left wing. Skip pass, bouncing it into the center, trying to get it to, there's going to be a jump ball called. So possession arrow, can't see the arrow here. They don't have it up on the scoreboard, but it should be Sanford. Going to put it on into Larson. Here's going to be a jump shot off to the left by Caldon, rebounded by LaFour. Bringing down Valdez. He's going to get at the top, looking for somebody to break in. See, Melineers, Coach Lather always has them playing well. Here's Alex Vasquez, back up to Montanez at the top. Knocked away, couldn't get the dribble back. Now we're going to kick it back up to Montanez, trying to work it in. It's going to go through, can't get it to fall. Oh, they're going to call offensive foul on Joseph. So, yeah, the bigger Sanford kids are just trying to take it on in. It's like Melineer's going to put a little pressure on. There's beat there down to Fawcett. Fawcett going to give it to Crowther. Crowther's going to miss, going to kick it back on out after the rebound. Working it in, going to be taken by Vasquez. Here comes down to Montanez. Trying to go over like to the bigger kids. They're going to have to try and get a little motion. Maybe try that outside shot. They're going to three ball in and out by Isaiah Bacalafor. Putting a little pressure on the defense, and just Caldon's going to get it across the timeline. Kick it back on out to Larson. Larson over to Rodriguez. Get everybody figured out. Here's a nice little jump shot by Miles Caldon. Gets Sanford in the game off board 2-0. Just a couple minutes gone in the game. Looks like they're both playing a little tenacious defense here. Oh, tried to bounce pass it in. Stolen by Caldon. Here's the fast break. Miss. It's running around. It's going to be off of, stepped on the line. Now we're going to have Clay Peterson to check in for Brett Crowther. So Crowther, Larson, Canty's all, very close-knit community over there in the San Luis Valley of Sanford. Here comes Michael Valdez. Valdez kicks it on into Vasquez. Vasquez, it's going to be off the side. There's a kick on out to Montanez, and Casillas. And Casillas is going to get the Melineers on the board. Tied at 2. Good press going on. Working down the left side is Peterson. On the baseline, he's got Vasquez in his face. There's a little fadeaway put up by Calder Larson. So 4-2 now, 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Holiday Shootout on Thunder Country. Always exciting. Works on over to Vasquez. Here we go, Montanez. He's going to get called for the travel. Valdez. Called his brother, called him. Just always got to get used to only second game of the season. He said, Melineers not letting them get it across easy. You're going to take advantage of their speed. Now they're going to get Peterson. He's trying to bounce pass back in. It's going to be saved by Fawcett. Back to Peterson. He's going to get a nice little finger roll. Clayton Peterson. 6-2, 4:38 left to go in the first. Here we go. Give it to Isaiah LaFour. Valdez putting the hand up, waiting for everybody to make their move. Kicks it on over to Casillas. Back to now Montanez. Backing on out, resetting the offense. Goes out in the corner to Vasquez. Vasquez looks at three, can't. And that's going to be Valdez. Little spin move, can't make it. Yeah, that's going to be off of Ryan Casillas. Now we're going to bring in, we're going to put down Vasquez and Isaiah LaForce. Then we're going to bring Jonathan Montanez in and Jordan Bacalafor. So Melineers always seem to play well under Coach Lowther. Works it on back, here they go. Here's the runner on the baseline taken by Caldone, missed. Going to be taken by LaForce. Here comes Montanez. Joseph up, can't get it to fall. Rebound by LaForce. He's going to go back up, hands in his face. He can't get it to fall, but he's going to shoot a pair. That's going to be on Clayton Peterson, his first, team first. Melineers got a height disadvantage. He's going to miss his first one, but they're having no problem taking it in and trying to take it to the basket and try to get the shot. We're going to have Chance Canty in for they're going to get the second one here, so that's going to make it 6-3.
Melineers bringing pressure on him, John.
Yeah, it's working good. But like I said, I'm impressed with them. You know how I did. They may never look like they got the talent, but Coach Lowther always has them playing well, especially at the end. Working on in Larson, up, miss, rebounded by
nice follow.
Peterson, and he's going to get the and one. Clayton Peterson's one of those kids that early on looks like he might be on that all-tournament team.
Sanford usually puts a couple on there.
Yeah, like I said, this is just one of those programs, if you do any following of two-way basketball men's side. Let's see, who was that foul on? I don't think they have it up yet. Going to miss the and one. That was Militsky, I guess. He got the rebound off of it. Give it here to Valdez. Working on into, they got to have the Bacalafor's got Jordan and Isaacs. That's probably just how I'll keep it. Jordan with a little runner, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Caldone of the Indians. Here he comes down is Larson. Probably the coach's son or nephew or something.
Much of the same there in Sanford.
Yep.
Indeed.
Working on in. Larson going on around there. A good job of saving it was Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to give it over in the corner to Caldone. We're going to be put up three ball, and that is Miles Caldone with the tray. So that makes it, I guess they gave him two. I thought it was a three.
Long two. He had a toe on the line. Nope, there it is. There's the three.
Okay, they got it up.
They got it up there.
Just when I script my scorebook. Here we go. What did they call on
timeout?
Timeout, Melineers. We'll take one. You're listening to the Holiday Shootout on Thunder Country. All of 1,000 watts.
Say it. Nope.
Valdez on there. He got mugged going up there. Like I said, I'm amazed. Well, I'm not amazed. I'm just I like the way Rocky Ford is trying to take it to the bigger Sanford team. They're not intimidated by
No,
him at
not
all.
at all. They're playing out as hard as they can. John, I'll turn it over to
All
you,
right,
and
we'll talk
folks,
to you
I'll
later.
catch you a little bit later on. Thanks, John.
Have fun with
You bet.
Patty tonight. Here we go. Here's Sanford going to kick it up the top end to Larson. Then they got to throw in a couple more, and Fawcett, he's going to work it in, going to give the play, going to need a nice bouncer, going to be by Chance Canty, get him on the board. So now it is 13-3, double-digit lead for the Indians. Like I said, as much as anything, it's just the height advantage that's helping Sanford. Rocky Ford's trying to be tenacious and everything, and Sanford just got a little bit more. That's going to be a 5-second call, so that'll be a turnover that Joseph Montanez. Here we're going to have Vasquez come back in, and Jonathan Montanez coming in. So got Joseph and Jonathan. I guess they're going to have to be the Montanezes, and there's Jordan and Isaiah. That will be the Bacala 4 boys. So try and keep that straight. Here we go. Calder Larson kicks it on over to Fawcett, left side. Here we're going to have a 3-ball launched by Rodriguez. Missed. Rebounds are bouncing around. They're going to call that off as Sanford. Bring it back into Rocky Ford. I think Sanford might be backing off a little bit of the pressure. Here we go. Valdez putting the hand up, thinks about a shot. Now he's going to go ahead and take the shot, and wise choice. Michael Valdez gets on the board. 13-5 is the score. Had Chance Canty wide open and throws it over into the Melanier bench. So here we go. Here comes Valdez. Valdez drives the lane, kicks it on over, and that's going to be Jordan. It's going to be on the floor. Jump ball should be Melanier if memory serves me. Can't remember my own name half the time, but I did happen to remember the possession. So we're going to have in Miles Caldone in for Sanford. Rocky Ford to inbound it. Jordan LaFleur. Yep, he throws it right to Caldone. Caldone driving, going to dance it off to Larson, and Larson with the layup. Nice fast break by the Indians. 10-point lead again, 14 seconds. Let's see if the Melaniers can get this last shot and get it under double digits. Here we go at the wing, working it to Jordan. Jordan going to go up, can't get it to fall, bouncing around, rebound by Sanford, stolen by Vasquez. They're going to wave it off. So at the end of one, it is Sanford 15, Rocky Ford 5. You're listening to the Holiday Shootout on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. Part of the second quarter here at the Holiday Shootout. The Sanford Indians are leading 15-5 over the Melaniers of Rocky Ford. Just kind of one of those deals right now that it's just the physical stature of the Indians of the fight. I guess it is the size of the dog in the fight because there's plenty of fight in these Melaniers, but right now they're getting it, I can't say handed to them, they're just getting out muscled by the sheer height advantage they have. There was a nice steal by Vasquez, bring it on down here to Valdez. He's at top of the key, getting chased around by Larson. Working it into Vasquez. Vasquez is, nope, he's going to keep it. Give it back to Valdez. Valdez shows a 2. He's going to have to watch it that he doesn't get called for the travel. He's going to get the ball away to Jordan. Jordan LaFleur gives it back to I got a brother. Okay, back to Jordan. Here's going to be a rebound by Peterson. Couldn't quite see who got the shot off right below me. We're going to bring Joseph Montanez in for Ryan Casillas. Melner's backing up, not quite as tough pressure, letting him get the inbound in, but they're not going to let him get it across easy. There's a steal by Valdez. Valdez looks, takes it up, gets it to fall and one. See, who did they call out on Crowther? Well, like I said, he looked a second. I thought, okay, that's going to be on Dustin Fawcett. Looked like he was going to delay. That delay I thought might have slowed him up, but he went ahead with it. And he's going to get the and 1-3 the old-fashioned way. Cut it down 15-8 now. Going to be a steal by Jonathan Montanez. And going to be knocked out of bounds. Good defense by the Melineers. Climbing back in it. Not going to let him get, you can't let the team like Sanford get too far ahead of you. Here it is by Montanez for three, miss. Rebounded by Fawcett. Here's the kick up, going to slow it down. Kick back to Caldone. Caldone's going to miss. Rebounded by Joseph Montanez. It's like these players a little rusty. I'm a little bit rusty on calling the basketball here. Here we go, Valdez for three. In and out, follows up his rebound. Can't get the trailer to follow. Rebounded by Caldone. Here comes Larson and the Indians. There in the baseline, kicks it on out. Three-pointer by Rodriguez, missed. Put back up by Calder Larson. Calden's got 6, and that is 17-8. I'm going to change it real quick here. That was pretty tough. Valdez had that three, just missed and couldn't get that follow-up in there. And Sanford made him pay. There we go, Vasquez move, going to get slapped on the hands by Brett Crowther. Put him on the line, Alex Vasquez. Shoot a pair. How important they are. Last night in the Pueblo County JV in Los Animas, Los Animas won by 6. They made 6 more free throws, so important. Oh, also in the consolation round, Fowler beat Rocky Ford 47-30 in the girls' action. We're going to have Crowther come out for the Indians. And who did they put in? I can't see his number right at the moment. Number 21, that's Chance Canty. So we're going to get the second one in. 17-9. Working on down. Oop, there's going to be a travel called on Dustin Fawcett. Melineers just hanging around, 17-9, 8-point lead. It's been up to 10. So they need to keep whittling away at it. Here comes Valdez. Pulls up, gives it to Vasquez in the left wing. He's driving the baseline, gives it back over to Valdez. Going to be jump ball, should be Sanford. No, it's going to be Rocky Ford ball. Guess I can't remember the possession arrow. Don't have it up on the scoreboard. Can't see the scorer's table. We're up here in the corner. Melineers inbound to Vasquez. Vasquez give it to Joseph Montanez over here in the corner to Isaiah. Looks like he got his foot out on the line. Here's the inbound. Rodriguez is going to get it back, coming down the right side. Give it to Caldone. Caldone to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks, the three, isn't going to take it. Kicks it back. He's going to get it back on the wing. Working it around the three-point arch. Here we go. Larson with a three, miss, rebounded. He's going to get it back after Rodriguez makes it. Rodriguez for three in the corner. In and out. They're going to call it off of Rocky Ford. Looks like we're going to have Dalton Davis to check in, and that's going to bring Zeke Camacho out. Didn't catch Zeke coming in. 17-9, 5:01 left to go in this first half. Sanford with the lead over the Melineers. Here we go, kick it on out to Rodriguez, over to Larson. Larson working. There's going to be a travel called on Chance Canty. And a little bit of pressure on the inbound. Here comes Michael Valdez. Brings it across the half-court line. Comes over to the left side. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez about loses it. He's going to pull up jump shot. Count it. Nothing but net. Alex Vasquez has got it down to 6-point lead now for the Indians. Going a little bit cold right at the moment. The Melineers are on a 6-2 run in the second period. Rodriguez back over to Larson. Larson back to Rodriguez, looks at three, gives it to Larson, working it on in, working it around. Likes to work it around that circle, wait for that good open shot to come in. There's Rodriguez for three. That's going to be a little bit right. Rebounded by Valdez. I'd say take it. He's going to be defensed over to the other side. Going to pick it up by Joseph Montanez, and he's going to get the little runner. Timeout. Sanford. We'll see what we got. They're going to take a 30. We'll be back in 30 on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. Left to go over the Sanford Indians with the lead. And like I said, Colorado Preps Television also. Here we're going to go. Rodriguez just about, but they've got him tied up. Here we got the steal by Montanez. He's going to lose it again. The ball's running around, finally going to be picked up by Larson. Going to go over to Rodriguez on the right side. Now he's going to get it to Larson. Larson works it on into Canty. Now it's going to go into Clayton Peterson, and Peterson's going to get the in the paint shot. Good play called by Rhett Larson, the coach. 19-13, 3 minutes left to go in the half. Here we go to Davis. Dalton Davis going to get in the books tonight. The Melineers playing some good defense. They haven't been afraid to go against the higher or the taller kids on the Sanford side. Larson kicks it out to Rodriguez for three. In and out. Rebounded by Davis. Davis gives it to Michael Valdez. Across the center, back out to Joseph Montanez. He's wanting Vasquez to come out and give him a little help and set a pick. Valdez on the right side, he's going to call for travel. We're going to have check in Dustin Fawcett for the Indians. Take out Chance Canty. Larson inbounded to Rodriguez. Over in the corner to Fawcett. Fawcett to Larson for three. In and out. Oops, somebody got called over the back. I think they're going to call it on Sanford. That's going to be on Clayton Peterson, his second. That's a team third. Melineers could get it to two if they can score on this possession. Valdez to Vasquez. Vasquez for three. In and out, running around, put up by Joseph Montanez. Melineers got it to within two. Like I said, it was 15-5. They've outscored them in that second period. Sanford's gone cold here. Working it on around. There's going to be a little runner in and out, just the rim out by Caldon. Vasquez dumps it off to Joseph Montanez. Montanez comes across the timeline. They could get a tie up right here if they can get this one. Here we're going to put up by Michael Valdez. Miss, box out. That's going to be off of Dustin Fawcett. We're going to bring in Chance Canty for Fawcett. Davis, nope, going to have Vasquez inbound it. To Montanez. Going to roll it over the heads, and it's going to be Peterson with it. Give it on over to Calder Larson coming down the left side. Bounce pass inside to Chance Canty, and I made it look easy. Back to a 4-point lead. Minute left to go in the first half. Sanford with the lead, 21-17. Isaiah LaFord give it to Joseph Montanez. Joseph to Davis. Davis on over to Vasquez. Vasquez kicks it out to Montanez for three. Count it! 20-21. Double team over there. Rodriguez got to get it across the timeline. He's getting close. And timeout called with 29.6 seconds, 21-20. We'll be back in 30 on Thunder Country. Of it. They were down by 10, started the second period, and they have outscored the Sanford Indians. They're now down by 1, 20-21. We're going to have Isaiah Bacalafor out and Jonathan Montanez in for him. Melineers would like to get the denial and see if they couldn't get one. Sanford would like to go in the locker room with the basket and the lead, keeping the lead. Working it on around. And go to Rodriguez. Going to give it to Peterson. Peterson at the free throw line, kicks it back out to Rodriguez. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Larson going to go for the drive. Up, miss, rebounded by Vasquez. 4 seconds. Rocky Ford's got to push it. Here we're going to have throw it up. Oop, off the top of the rim. At the halftime, it is the Sanford Indians 21, the Rocky Ford Melineers 20. We'll be back in a couple on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. First National Bank, Los Animas, Lahana, Ordway, Fowler, and Rocky Ford Growers Co-op, and Steer Oil. Hey, if you go by any of those businesses, thank them for keeping us on the air here and bringing you the shootout and your Melineers. Pretty good game. Like I said, looked like, Rocky Ford, like I said, it's been the physical intimidation on it maybe early on, but they never did give up. They're going in, so Sanford's going to inbound it, give it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to Fawcett. Fawcett back to Larson. Larson to Caldone, trying to work it on in the baseline, just going to work it on around. Looks a three, does Rodriguez. Here comes Larson, going to baseline, kick it out to Rodriguez. Looks a three, not going to take it. Give it on to Fawcett. Slowing them on down, trying to find the perfect shot. See if they can get it. Here's a three ball, in and out by Caldone. It's going to go off the standard, off the support, and called out of bounds. Melineers to bring it in. Valdez kicks it on up to Casillas. Casillas to Joseph Montanez. Back to Valdez top. Got the fist up. Calling the play once. Catching Casillas. Kicks it out to Vasquez. Knocked away. Joseph Montanez does a high wire act. Here we got a three by the Melineers. Casillas missed. Rebounded by Larson. Oh, he's going to throw it out of bounds. He led Rodriguez a little too much. Could be a pretty good crowd here. Still a little early, 5:21. Hey, if you're in the Valley, come watch some good basketball tonight. Pretty good game here. Ought to be a good one, especially that Los Animas Lahana girls coming up. Here we're going to, Montanez loses the ball, gives it on. Here come the Indians with it. Larson, top of the key, on to Caldone. Caldone over to Fawcett, back to Rodriguez. Looks a three, isn't going to take it. Back out to Rodriguez. Now he's going to take a three. Nothing but net for Dalton Rodriguez. That all-important first basket coming out of the locker room. See what the Melineers can answer. Put up by Valdez, miss. Vasquez, he's off balance. He's going to put it up, get it back. Let's get it to Montanez to set it up. Oop, throws it through Vasquez. Larson's going to have it. Here comes Rodriguez, left wing, knocked away. He gets the dribble back. Larson at the top to Rodriguez right in front of the Indian bench. Fawcett, Rodriguez. Waiting for someone to break. It's a little bit hard to call all these passes and going around. Here we go, Larson driving the baseline. He's going to draw the fouling. Calder Larson going to get to shoot a pair. Who did they call that on? That's going to be on Alex Vasquez. His first team, first of the half. He's going to come out and going to bring in Jordan Bacalafor, and also Jonathan Montanez is coming in for Isaiah Bacalafor. Hits them both. Now it's 26-20. Melineers got most of the way back. Need to reel them back in. You don't want to have to come back from 10 in the fourth quarter. You want to keep them even and take it to them. Here we got to go. Here, back to Bacalafor. Out to Valdez, top of the key. Got Rodriguez in his face. Into Vasquez. He's going to turn around. Jump shot off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Casillas. We have Jonathan Montanez with the ball, top of the key, kicks it on out to LaFleur, or to Casillas. I don't know why I'm getting them confused. Here we go, put up, missed three ball. Rebound there by Valdez, and Michael's going to keeps with it, and he's going to get the bucket. It's a little bit of the tenacity of the Melineers to show me tonight. Coming on across is Larson. Like I said, this is Sanford. It's always Always in the mix when you think of everything. Knocking on there, good. That's what they're going to call a travel, or they're going to call a jump ball. I think they called jump ball, and it's going to be melon air ball. Could have called jump ball, could have called travel. Here's Valdez coming down the right side. Over there in the corner to LaFour. Kicks it in. Oop, going to be Michael No, here we're going to have Mark Lowther going to call a timeout. What do we got, a 30-second coming here? 26-22. I guess we'll just keep it on here. Like I said, afterward, we'll have, after this one, right away, we'll have Lahana and Los Animas. Like I said, ought to be an interesting game. Lahana plays a platoon offense. They just bring in 5 girls and 5 more come in later. Like to run. Los Animas, wily old coach Chaz Phillips there. See what he's got in mind there. Los Animas a little bit different style, but they do know how to play defense and do those kind of things. So interesting here tonight at the Holiday Shootout. Hope everybody's having a good evening. And hey, if you're listening and you're in the Valley, it's a lot better coming here and watching basketball than it is staying home watching TV. Here we go inside to Valdez. Here Vasquez for 3 off the side. It's gonna. Oops, he tries to save it. Could not. It came too hard and too fast into the bench, so he could not do it off that long rebound. Rodriguez to Larson. Larson on down to Peterson. Peterson back to Larson the top. Rodriguez in front of the bench to Romero. Guess I got it right and had it filling out the bench. Here's Romero to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Larson. Like I said, they just like working it around until they get that. Here we're going to drive the baseline. Nice block of Miles Caldone by Vasquez of the Melineers. Comes LaFour. He goes on his backside, keeps the dribble. Gets out to Montanez, gives to Valdez in the left wing. To Vasquez. Vasquez up off the side of the rim. Valdez does a good job of chasing that ball down, just out hustling them on this possession. Here's a 3 ball by Casillas. Miss. Rebounded by the Melineers. Like I said, the good news is you're getting the offensive rebound. The bad news, you're not making the shot. It finally gets knocked away by Miles Caldone. Here's Larson. Larson dribbling the lane. He's going to have, I think it's Valdez on his back. I guess they're calling Vasquez. His second. See what Larson can do here. He is 2 for 2 from the line. Gets the first. 27-22. Let's see, we have Fawcett back in and Chance Canty back in for the Indians. Misses the second one. Oh. Peterson had the rebound but stepped on the end line. Here comes Jordan Bacala for the Melineers, bringing it across the timeline. Takes it straight up, gives it to Valdez. Valdez back to LaFour. To Valdez. Top of the key, waiting for the motion. Gives it over to Vasquez in the corner. Back to Valdez. They're trying to do the same thing. There comes a drive. Going to get blocked. What did they call? Did they call the offensive or? I'll call an offensive foul on Valdez. Melineers faithful did not like that one here. Here we got the steal by LaFour coming on down. Oops, he's going to throw it off the bottom of the backboard. Had that good defense by Larson. Larson's going to get the ball, top of the key. Backing it on out. Waiting for his men to get set. Hand it off to Fawcett. Give it to Romero. Romero guarded by Montanez. Peterson. Working on over in the corner. Going to get it in. Nice ball handling the Savages. So now we have a 29-22. That was score was by Chance Canty. LaFour. Give it Montanez. Working it to Valdez. Kicks it on out to LaFour. Top of the key. Waiting for everybody to set back up again. Good defense by both teams. Melineers down by 7. They've got to keep that close. Then 11 left to go in the third. Here we got Valdez for 3. In and out. Chased down by Casillas. Casillas back to Valdez. Reset. Here's Vasquez. If he'd have taken the dribble, he probably would have had a shot at it. Under a minute to go in the period. Bounce pass into Montanez. Montanez tries to go up. He's going to get fouled. That's going to be on Clayton Peterson. I have him down for 3. See what they've got him down for. They've got 1. Oh, I do not play a good scorekeeper in fouls. There's going to be missed by Jonathan Montanez. We're going to have Caldone and Rodriguez back in for the Indians. And Zeke Camacho to check in for the Melineers after this. Yep, guess he's not. He's going to have to wait a minute. Here's the rebound by Canty. Larson pushes it on down to Fawcett. Out to Canty. To Larson. Knocked away in the backside. They're going to call a foul, I think, on Jonathan Montanez. Got a little bit too aggressive. Now we're going to have Camacho in for Vasquez. That's 2 on Jonathan. 35 seconds left to go. 7-point lead. Could get it back up tonight. Whoa! I don't know how he kept the dribble here. Working it on in. Nice play. Chance Canty. 31-9. 21 seconds. Melineers need this last shot to count. Throw it away, and it's going to be over the back. Tried to get it into Zeke Camacho, and he went over the back of Canty. Said, I'll listen to us on the radio while we're in the Valley, or Network 1 anywhere else you can listen, or watch on Colorado Preps TV. Here we go. Bringing in Fawcett. Sanford's going to take the last shot and count it for Miles Caldone. Up to the big lead of the night, 33-22. 0.2 seconds left for the Melineers to inbound. Into 3, it is 33-22 with the Indians with the lead. We'll be back for the fourth quarter on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. Back here at the Holiday Shootout. First and third quarters have belonged to Sanford. They outscored Rocky Ford 15-5 in the first and 12-2 in the third. And Melineers outscored him 15-6. They're going to have to get hot at the end of the game. You can't. Here we go. Vasquez looks like it's going to be going to called for travel. He was wanting a foul called on Calder Larson, but Larson just played good defense on him. Said, I'm not sure what happened to the Melineers. They just fell asleep, as Dee said when we were off air. Fawcett, does a good, well, Rodriguez tries to straddle the center line, and he gets called for the backcourt violation. Melineers need to make a move now. Indians need to keep playing like they have been. Here we go, Vasquez. Give it to Valdez. He's going to run through. Going to be a blocking foul on the floor, looks like. Looks like they're going to call that on Dustin Fawcett. It's a second team foul. Now we're going to have Clayton Peterson to check in for Fawcett. Melineers need to score early and often. I mean, there's still a lot of game left, but 11 points this Sanford team is going to be hard to make up. Although they've done it, they haven't quite came all the way back, but they made it interesting the second period. Here's Valdez, a skip pass to Casillas, and Casillas loses his shoe as he made the move. Looks like he's going to get to go to the line. Didn't catch who they got called that on. Here we go. Casillas got his tire back on. Well, that's going to be on Clayton Peters. Okay, they had him 1 a minute ago, and I had him 3. So I guess I was right. Casillas is going to miss the first one. We're going to have Brett Crowther in for Peterson. Can't afford to miss free throws. Let's see, Rocky Ford would be going to get that second one. They are 1 for 4 in the second half, and they were 3 out of 5 the first half. Here we go, kick it on into Crowther. Crowther's going to get a partial block. Here comes Vasquez. He's going to get it back from the right side. Valdez for 3. Off the side of the rim, the front of the rim. He's going to get it back at the top from the rebound. Over in the corner to Joseph Montanez. Skip pass to Casillas. Casillas loses it to Crowther. Here comes Caldone and the Indians, and they're going to call a foul. Who did they call it on? That was the 4th team, or 5th team they've got down. Didn't quite catch who it was right below me, couldn't see. Vasquez going to get knocked away again. He's going to get it back, and Larson goes on the floor. They called that on Dalton Davis. Dalton isn't even in the game. We're going to have Vasquez going to put it on up. Miss going to kick out that to, he must come on out. Here we go, 3 ball by Casillas. Miss, rebounded by Caldone. Caldone going to push it on over to Larson. Larson to Crowther, back out to Larson. They don't need a stall per se. They kind of got that slow down offense. Just need to have quality possessions. Can't throw it away. Can't give Melineers a shot to get back in. Looks like we're going to have Fawcett to check back in for Sanford. Here comes Jordan LaFleur, Baca LaFleur here. Valdez. We're now down to Vasquez. Here we're going to have from Montanez. 3 ball, count it from Joseph Montanez. He had that, he got hot in that second period. They need him hot in this 4th period. 27-point lead now. 33-26. Sanford with it. 5:18 left to go. A lot of time left to go in the ball game, but not when you mug. Here we're going to have a timeout. So anyway, let's see what they get. A 30-second timeout. Like I said, right after this, we'll have the Trojans and the host Tigers in the ladies' side of it. Let's thank all our sponsors again for Rocky Ford. I don't have the, Pat forgot to leave me the list of the tournament sponsors, but you'll hear all their ads coming up. We have Ark Valley Lumber at the starting lineup. Go in and check them out. Van Dyke Insurance, Ark Valley Co-op, Meyer Auction Barn, Rocky Ford School District, Otero Junior College, High Chaparral Inn, Harris Pharmacy, Cottonwood Ridge, Rocky Ford Food Market, First National Bank of Los Animas, La Junta, Ordway, Fowler, and Rocky Ford Growers, and Steer Oil. I've dealt with just about every one of them over the years. Very good quality advertising, very good quality small business, which are the lifeblood of our community. Here we go, Sanford inbound it. Give it to Caldone. Caldone to Larson. Give it on out to Fawcett. Who they call out on, that's going to be on Ryan Casillas. Should be the 6th foul. That's going to put Miles Caldone on the line. These are the first free throws he has shot. Let's see. Not too many. They were 0 for 1 the first half, and looks like they're 3 out of 4 the second half. That's 4 out of 5. So important. You listen to me very much when I do the streaming. Say, boys and girls at home, make your free throws and make your layups, and you're going to win a lot more games than the fancy pretty stuff. Well, you got to be there. Missed the second one. That should be an over the back on Crowther. Coach said, no, he didn't. He might have got ahead of him. Well, maybe, but from where Tyson Behill was, it looked like over the back. LaFour bringing the ball down. To Valdez in the wing. Melineers need to be making a move here. They're down by 8. LaFour. Out to Vasquez for 3. In and out. And nobody acted like the one to get it. Caldone finally comes up with it. He's got the push down to Crowther. Crowther into Fawcett. Fawcett with a nice lay-in. Back to a 10-point lead. Melineers, that first and especially that third period, just killing them. Oh, nice rejection by Chance Canty. Hope you're enjoying us in the Valley. Like I said, you got the C team here. Pat's the living legend. Got to replace him. Need some family time. Here we go. Stolen by the Indians. Here comes Larson. Kicks it on over to Caldone. Caldone back to Larson. Now Pat talks about Dee being the hardest working woman in radio. Pat's got to be the hardest working man in radio. Energizer Bunny is what I call him. Here we go. Canty trying to work it on into Crowther. Gets knocked away. Finally gets caught in by Casillas. I think Caldone got away with the reach-in foul. Valdez down by 10. Need to score. And here we go. Joseph Montanez. He's got 5 this period. 28-36. Back under 10. Need a denial here if you're a Melineer fan. People listening on the radio are Melineer fans. Maybe Chassa TV aren't. I mean, not Chassa. I mean, Colorado Preps and Network 1. That's Sanford fans. They're going to call that on. I think they're going to call that on LaFour. No, they're going to call it on Caldone, trying to get the advantage on the ball. That's the 6th team foul. Next one will be bonus. 3:08 left to go. 8-point lead. I mean, you don't have to get too too big in a hurry. What are they calling now? I'm not sure. They're discussing it. Oh, they're going to call a technical. I didn't catch who it was on. Isaiah Baca LaFour misses the first. Can't afford to do that when you're down by 8. Gets the second. So now it is 29-36 Melanier ball. Got her down within 7. See if you can't get it down to 5 here. LaFour. Over to Valdez. Valdez working on into Vasquez for 3 ball. Count it. Alex Vasquez with the 3 ball. That'll wake you up. I do like that about the 3 ball, but I don't like the kids that back up and have to think they got to shoot it and practice on those and they miss their layups. Here we go. 2:42 left to go. Skip pass in. We're going to go to Caldone. Put up, missed by Canty. That's going to be Crowther on the line with that foul. Looks like that's going to be on LaFour. Brett Crowther on the line. Yeah, I hope they got a good, I know I'm going to miss. The whole country's been in a drought. I hope they had enough water to grow some good of those good San Luis Valley potatoes over there. Sanford, a lot of good farmers over there. Alfalfa should be good. Missed both of them. That hurts when you're up by 5. Now it's going to be off of Rocky Ford. That helps you if you're a Melanier fan. 36-32, 4 points. Need a denial. Canty kicks it on around. Here we go, Larson. Back to Fawcett. Fawcett into County and down 1. Are they going to call that on the floor? They're going to call it on Michael Valdez. Okay. I didn't see how they could call that on the floor. They did call it on the floor. Now it's a 1-and-1. Trying to keep up with the book in my mouth and everything else. Thank you, sir. I'll have another. Back to a 5-point lead. 2:25. Still be a 2-possession game, but they'll both have to be 3s. Misses that. Rebounded by Valdez. Here comes Michael and the Millionaires. Kicks it over in the side to Isaiah LaFour. Can't get the runner to fall. Vasquez with it. Going to be down by the rebound by Chance Canty. That's going to be on Joseph Montanez. Should be his 3rd. We're going to have Miles Caldone to check in for Crowther. Time there you can have a chance to bury your opponent at the free throw line. Misses it. Oh, we're at the double bonus, so. Yep, misses them both. That's big, could come up big. Here we go, Jordan Bach-LaFour. I don't remember if Melaniers led, but it's been mostly, they may have very early, but they'd like to lead when it goes to 0. That's the important thing, but they're going to have to get a good basket here. Working on over here, we go Valdez for 3. Count it! Probably woke Lorisup back in there. Now we're a 2-point game, about 48 left to go in it, in regulation. Melaniers just hang around, hang around. Here we go into Canty. Miss it, put back by, nice play by Dustin Fawcett. Back to 4. Here comes LaFour, kicking it over to Valdez for another 3. Missed that one, rebounded by Larson. You know, will take their time walking it up the court. Minute and 11 seconds left to go in regulation. 4-point lead. Melanier's going to have to think about fouling now. Valdez going to tie up the jump ball. I can't see which way the arrow's pointing. Valdez is hobbled a little bit. Must got the foot stepped on. So they're going to bring in Isaiah Bacalafor. We're going to have a timeout. We'll be back for the Holiday Shootout on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. It's a 30s. You got your... Working man in radio, a little bit of a break, a little bit of family time here. Gives me a little break. Fun hobby to do. We're having too much fun. Here we go. Sanford inbound. Kicks it back on over to Rodriguez. So I guess the possession error, not being able to see it, was Sanford's way. Trying to do a little bit of a stall, working their way around. Going to get it over in the corner to Caldone. Melanier's going to have to foul. Here Joseph Montanez going to give it over to Caldone. There we're going to finally get the foul in there. That's going to be on Jonathan Montanez. 4-point lead, 2 possession. If you can make both of these, they both have to be 3. Miles Caldone is 1 out of 2. Or you make the 1 and one has to be a 3, and then you can get the rebound and kill the clock. Yep, that's a clutch. He gets the first one here. 40-35. Like I said, Melanier is just going to look back at the scoreboard. First and third period just melded up, man. Gets them both, so you got to have 2 threes. Rocky Ford, you got to hit quick and have it in aisle. Here comes LaFour. LaFour over here, we're going to have to put up a 3 ball. And it's good. He thought about Isaiah Bacalafor. He tried to, it looked like it was going to do the toilet bowl roll out, and it bounced up and in. It's always better to be lucky than good here. You're going to have a timeout. We'll take one here on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. Set up here, let's see. The only one in foul trouble would be Clayton Peterson. Is he even in? They don't have him in for Sanford. Double bonus for in the Melaniers foul, and the 1-and-1 bonus of the Indians foul. Possession arrow pointing Rocky Ford's way. Rocky Ford's got a foul. They got to get that ball back. Now they're going to get it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez finally going to get fouled. Now a chance to make it a 2-possession game with 24 seconds left. I got Dalton Rodriguez. He hasn't shot any, but I imagine if he's at the line, had the ball in his hands, he's probably a pretty good foul shooter. You wouldn't want it in my hand. Well, you wouldn't want me out there, period. Yep, he's going to get that first one. So back to a 4. Now the last 3 points for the Indians have come from the charity stripe, and that is huge. He's going to get both of them. And we're going to have a timeout. Like I said, we'll catch a score. Haven't got a score from Lamar Fowler. We'll catch that here at halftime. And in between games, we'll just break and come back quick. We've got a lot of ads to get going in for the La Junta Los Animas game coming up here. But Rocky Ford Millionaires is going to look back on it. They scored 6 points. They scored 5 points in the first and 2 in the third, and it just killed them right there. If they would have scored anything in those, might be leading right now, but they've got 5 points to make up. So you do the math, they could pop 2 threes and win the game, or get a 2 and a 3 and tie the game. So we'll see what they have. 24.1 is not a lot of time in high school. I know when you get into NCAA and NBA, that's an eternity, but it's pretty hard to make up in high school the way the clock keeps running and those kind of things. Clock management. They've got the whole length of the court. Looks like going to be a little bit of pressure put on in the inbounds pass by Fawcett. Rodriguez is also down there too. Valdez going to get it to LaFleur. LaFleur coming across. He's going to have to dribble through 2 of them. 19 seconds over in the corner to, we're going to be shooting 3. That's going to be Isaiah Baca LaFleur. He took it and he got hammered. So he's got a chance at 3 the hard way. We saw it last night. I think the little Hunter girls did that. Going to have him. Still 16.4 seconds. They called that foul on, looks like Chance Canty. Oop, missed that one. That's why I say, I love the 3-pointer that you can get back in it, but so many kids, all they want to do is shoot that 3. Ooh, it goes in. You'll see a lot of times, well, now you have to, but a lot of times in a game they'll step back and miss it. You're going to get 2 out of 3, ain't bad, but I don't know if that's quite enough. Need a 3-pointer, need a denial here. 16.4 seconds left to go. We're going to have Caldone to inbound. Melineers need a denial on the inbound pass. Give it to Larson. Larson's tied up. We're going to get the foul. Calder Larson. He's made 3 out of 4. I say this, I'll say it both ways, Melineer fans. Don't get mad at me, but you never made one in your life. You need these right here. They could call, and he gets it. 12.7 makes it back to a 2-possession game. We're going to have Vasquez back in. Ryan Casillas out. Said, I imagine Calder's a pretty decent free throw shooter if the ball was in his hands. Going to get them both. Yeah, those last points have been on it, 45-40. They're going to have a put up by Montanez. Count it. 5.8 seconds. The clock, they're just going to sit there and run it out. What do we have, a timeout? Who got the timeout and wants a little bit extra? I think they call Mark Lowther, call that timeout. They're going to call it on Sanford. We'll be back in a minute on Thunder Country 92.1 FM. No, I guess probably ought to just give me a third. We are back at Tiger Gym for the Holiday Shootout. 42-32 and into the third. Lamar is up over Fowler. Well, this Christmas season of miracles, and Rocky Ford could use a little bit of a miracle right now. They are down 45-43, and shows how important those free throws were for Sanford. They're leading by those last free throws. They need an inbound and throw it back up and get it in. We're going to have Miles Caldone is going to be in. So we'll see if it's a season of miracles or not for the Melonaires. Yep, the 5-second Melonaires, there's still hope, folks. They got to get it in. They don't have to have a 3. They just have to have a basket to send it into OT. Here we got the inbounds. There to Valdez for 3. Oh, short. He got a fair look at it. It came off the side of the rim. So final here in the championship bracket is 45-43. The Melonaires fall short over to the Sanford Indians. They'll play in the championship game against the winner of Lahana and Los Animas. We'll be back, get the math done, and we'll move on to the next game. You're listening to the Holiday Shootout on Thunder Country.